rising, or whatever time of day it is you're watching me now. Welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. Family, you know what to do. Let's invite some people to the party. Let's invite some people to the gathering. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. So thankful and so grateful to be on with you today. Make sure you speak as you come into this digital and spiritual and mental gathering, this convention of sorts. So glad to be with you, and you. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. Just make sure we give many likes and hearts today, whether you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you so dearly. Let's pray. Almighty, I'm thankful and grateful today for this opportunity to serve this wonderful, wonderful, powerful group of divine conscious creators. We look for your guidance, for divine intention. We thank you today for healing and wholeness, for clarity and expansion. Thank you for your presence, your anointing, your power that we share with you and you share with us. I declare and decree situations have changed. I declare and decree that people are shifting. I declare and decree that the divine within us is connected to the divine that we know as God, the creator, source, and sustainer. And all things are working together in this moment now for our good. And we bless you today by Yeshua's example, his authority, his name, his way, his consciousness. It is so, and so it is. So good to be with you today, my beloved spiritual family. There we go, grand rising. And whether you're watching me live or in replay, which may place you viewing this at another time, speak when you come in. I get the notifications when people watching replay, and I love to see the comments. Grand rising to our resident mystic, Wesley Turk. Good morning to you, our resident therapist, Pastor Jerry Cotton. Indeed, we vibe with our tribe. And is there anybody else who can see and hear me well? Is there anybody else who can see and hear me well? What a day it is. What a blessed you. Therefore, there is a blessed day. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ, the Christos, the Christ mind, the Christ energy, the Christ presence who strengthens me. I want you to speak out loud, I can, and then I want you to type it in the comment section. I can. Come on, type that in the comment section. I can. I can keep my mind. I can operate with a sound mind. I can grow, increase, expand. I can conquer poverty. I can conquer sickness. I can conquer disease. I can conquer depression. Come on, type in the comment section and speak to yourself. I can. Say it with a knowing. Say it with a confidence. I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. I can see the manifestation of all of my bills paid. And there's plenty more in store, in savings, checking. Yes, 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 yes. I can manifest healing from a broken heart. Yes, yes, yes. I can defy any doctor's report. I can. I can. I can. That's it. Type it in the comment section and speak it to yourself because you need to hear yourself say it. Every cell in your body needs to hear you say, I can. Now to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Type in the comment section, I am powerful. Yes, indeed, I am powerful. I know that I know that I know that I know that I have permission by the Creator, as I am one with the Creator, to be powerful. I am powerful. Come on, type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Oh my goodness, I am powerful. Indeed, I am. Yes, I am powerful. And I'm not ashamed of it. It doesn't matter what religion says. It doesn't matter what people around me say. It doesn't matter what three-dimensional physical circumstances are trying to maybe dictate to me or how it presents itself to me. I define the checking account. It does not define me. I define the job. The job does not define me. I define myself, and I am. Oh my goodness. I am powerful. What a wonderful thing it is to be able to own your power. Gratitude alert. Open your mouth and thank the Creator. Open your mouth, thank the divine. Open your mouth and thank God. And then type it in the comment section what you are thankful for today. I am thankful for clarity of heart and mind. I'm thankful for love and for true love, true partnership. I am thankful. And I want you to type it in the comment section as you're speaking out loud, giving the Creator praise, what you're thankful for. Come on. Come on, type it in the comment section what you are thankful for. There might be some hallelujahs in between that, some thank you, divine, thank you, God, thank you, Yeshua, whatever, how it is you express it. Open your mouth in the moment and just release the vibration of thanksgiving and praise. Release the presence where there's never an absence in you. Release the energy and the power of gratitude and praise and thanksgiving right now. Come on, type it in the comment section. At least one thing you give praise for, that you give gratitude for right now. Come on. I want to see it pop up in the comment section. Some of you might be rejoicing. Let's take a couple of minutes amidst your rejoicing and type it in the comment section. What you give praise for, what you are grateful for. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Type it in the comment section real quickly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing it is to be able to offer praise. What a wonderful, wonderful thing it is to be able to be thankful. Yes, miracle manifestations, life and health. There we go. Grace, favor, and blessings. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing it is. And I was trying to type, I'm grateful for love, life, and being. I didn't quite get a chance to finish it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing what you are thankful for. She said, grandsons. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. To be able to just praise God, the divine, the creator, source, and sustainer, and to be able to be thankful for yourself and the things that are happening in your current life. Never, ever, 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 ever underestimate. Never, ever, ever underestimate, family, the power of praise and thanksgiving. Now, let's prepare to hear these wonderful, wonderful announcements that's going to come from Hillary. And then I'm going to come back behind her and emphasize some announcements. Let me get it ready here. Here we go.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in today. We are super excited to have you here and just know you're a part of our spiritual community. Before we get started and before we get to hear this amazing teaching, I do have a couple announcements for you. First things first, we just want to thank you so much for your continued support of Dr. A.G. Green. We thank you for every like, every comment, every share. When you're sharing and tagging your posts, whatever you're doing to spread the word, thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's time for us to gear it up and let's take it to the next level. Please make sure you are passing these teachings on to the people that you know they fit, or the people that are looking for something more, or for the people that are ready to think outside of the box. Hit share, comment their name so they can reach it on Facebook or YouTube or wherever it is you may find them, and get the word out there. All right. Although we do realize our community isn't for everyone, please, please, please invite those who are tired of religion and are looking for a deeper spiritual experience. Okay. We're looking to vibe with our tribe. Tag, text, share with someone who you know is open-minded and ready to receive and take their thinking on a deeper level. Also, don't forget to check in weekly at theaggreen.com. Visit, subscribe, read our blog, set an appointment for spiritual counseling, and more. And don't forget to also share this site with others. So it's not limited to just the videos or the blog articles, but you can also share this website with others, okay? Wear the message of your conviction. Okay, guys, visit theaggreen.com and purchase your I Am Powerful merchandise and more. If you're anything like me, sometimes we just forget, and that's okay. But I am challenging you, as I'm challenging myself, to head on over to theaggreen.com and purchase a shirt that fits your thinking, okay? As we are shifting our focus toward developing our spiritual community, please, please, please make sure you look into our Patreon. Patreon will be the key centerpiece. Make sure you join in as a member. In the upcoming months, Dr. A.G. Green will be sharing high-level teaching that will only be on paid tiers. Right now, we're getting it for free, but the high-level stuff, we're going to have to subscribe and pay for, and that's okay. So make sure you get over to Patreon right now. If you want to stay connected and be exposed to more, join Revolution Inc. today, which once again is on Patreon. The Shifting Reality blog series is also on Patreon, and you must at least be a free member to read it. As you read it, we encourage you to please share it. It has the power to create awareness from the intellect and transform the heart, help spread knowledge, and help awaken consciousness. Consider our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are impacting reality. As you think, meditate, and pray, partner with us in the spirit by envisioning great growth and expansion for A.G. Green Now, Revolution Inc., and Dr. A.G. Green. Thank you so much for watching and listening and sharing and texting. Let's co-manifest unlimited things together. Until next time.
Thank you very much for that. Hillary, who always does a wonderful, wonderful job. Now, I'm going to do some follow-up on some announcements before I check in with everybody to see how they're doing. I want people to understand and know that this is our last Sunday streaming on Facebook and possibly YouTube. I should say YouTube. Next Sunday will be inside the Patreon platform. So I want to make sure that everybody heard me clearly. Where did I say we would be next Sunday? Actually next Wednesday as well. But where will we be streaming live next week? That's my question for you. Let me see who's paying attention. Where will we be streaming live next week? Tell me where we will be streaming live next week. Where will we be streaming live? You got a good job, Hillary. We got to update it, honey, okay? We got to get that updated, those announcements as well. Okay? Yes. Patreon streaming live. Now, what I've decided to do, because most of you all in here who are watching me consistently, most of you all are on paid tiers. Most of you all are on paid tiers. So what I'm going to do is, because we still got people who are on here now who are not on paid tiers, what I probably would do for the rest of September is allow Wednesdays and Thursdays to be streamed for all members. That would include free members, giving you all a chance to catch up with us. These are the tiers, luminaries and enlightened ones. These are what it costs, which is nothing for the information that you're receiving. I'm not bragging on myself, but I know that we have some high level teaching, a high level vibe, a high level presence of God amongst our tribe. And so I'm not going to be ashamed that I'm asking $777, $1177. It offsets a lot of costs that I pay out of my pocket for things that I'm doing now for this community, and will continue to cause to evolve. We will continue to give we have people who still type and give offerings. We'll continue to do that within our spiritual community called Revolution Inc. or Revolution Incorporated. All right. For the first month, use the code REV50 and you will get 50% off. REV50 and you will get 50% off. But again, I'm going to allow for the rest of this month for it to be free on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then when we get to October, these live streams will be totally contained within our community of Patreon. I will still do some form of streaming on Facebook and YouTube. You see videos and excerpts of messages and stuff like that. We will still do that because we want to reach the global community at large. But my assignment, I said it to you before, and it's not a cliche. I'm not just saying stuff to be saying stuff. I'm not just saying it to justify anything. My mindset is about quality over quantity. So we're going to build and pour into you, pour into this community, and it's going to grow from there. You're going to bring other people in. Now, listen, this is not a group that's trying to proselytize or convert anybody. What we do here in this community is just present information in love. We present the facts. We present the data, and you go from there. Now, let me tell the people who are currently on paid tiers what to expect this week. On Monday, I want you to type in the comment section, Monday. Type in the comment section on Monday. I want you to type that in the comment section on Monday. Type that real quickly on Monday. On Monday, this is why you're going to have to make sure you check your Patreon every day. I have started for the paid tiers a 30-day. It is 30 days of early morning posts on deconstructing religion. Now, some of you all are in a more advanced state. For example, like our resident mystic, Wesley Turk, has been as deconstructed for many, many years. Some of you all are new. Some of you all are in the early stages. Some of you all are in later stages. These posts are designed to speak directly to you. And when I tell you they're good, by the time you get to day 12 or day 13, you're going to be like, wow, this is describing me. This is hitting home. Yes, it's been written with you in mind. So they'll drop it. I think it's 8 o'clock Central Time every morning for 30 days. Very short, but it's going to kind of, if you're deconstructing and still looking to get an understanding about some things, these posts are going to help you. If you are looking for confirmation, these posts are going to help you. If you're looking for inspiration, these posts are going to help you. They're going to be there every morning for people on the paid tiers. I mean, Monday through Sunday. I'm also working on a meditation for you. And as I shared with you last week, initially, until I bring some more people in, and I'm going to be meeting with different people who are going to be a part of this staff to help us grow this community. But and I'm because I want to utilize some of their talents, gifts, and abilities. I'm going to create a meditation. It's going to be short, 10 to 15 minutes. If I don't have it done by tomorrow, it'll definitely be done by Tuesday. But typically, it's going to be released every Monday, and I'll probably re-air it. I don't know what the theme is going to be. I'm going to allow the Spirit to guide me, but I'm just going to join you in morning meditations. You should always start your day out with prayer and meditation, or meditative prayer. There are different ways to pray and different ways to meditate. This would be what's called a guided meditation. It will be short enough that you can do it before work. It won't be long and won't be a bunch of talking. I do a brief introduction and we'll go right into the meditation, and you'll get still, quiet. Make sure that you're insulated from noise if you can. Put your headphones on or not, and connect with your divine self and connect with the creator, source, and sustainer. It's powerful. These are things we're going to be doing together in our community, along with a collection of other topics and subjects we will be discussing. Now, the paid tiers are already receiving a blog article on Tuesdays, where I did a brief examination on the biblical text. Who's been reading those in the paid tiers, those articles about the Bible? Who's been reading them? Let me see. I know who has been, because I get notifications and alerts when you like it or comment. But I want, for the sake of those who are watching me, real quickly, who's read those articles on Tuesday? Tuesdays is for paid tiers. Thursday is for anybody. I'm starting a new blog series or new article series on Thursdays for all members, including free members. But on Tuesdays, as it will be every day, there's going to be special information disseminated for people who make the investment. All right. And I want you to tell me what you think about the articles real quickly. I'm going to put them up on the screen so folk who are watching me on both platforms can get an understanding. See, and some of our modern day metaphysical teachers say understanding, which is good as well. But let me say this to you. Let me see. He said, I love it. Looking forward to these upcoming things. I've been reading articles about the Bible. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So hear what I'm saying today. It's up to you to decide what to do with the information. I'm not out here trying to make you cross any lines, but what I am going to do is stimulate your thinking. Okay. Give you an opportunity to look at things from a different perspective or a different angle. I want you to type it in the comment section. We are a community with a growth mindset. Type that in the comment section. We are a community with a growth mindset. I want you to type that in the comment section. We are a community with a growth mindset. So hear what I'm saying today. Yes, we may have some entertainment at times within our community. We need to laugh. But this is not going to be about mindless. When you come to our Patreon community, this is not about mindless scrolling. Scrolling and depositing things in your psyche that have nothing to do with helping you grow and expand. No, I'm putting stuff in there intentionally for you to become more one with God, for you to access your spiritual divine self. Period. That requires not just you watching videos, but you growing. All right? What you growing. Am I making sense to anybody? We have a growth mindset. That's right. Religion will never break down the Bible. Absolutely. And our growth mindset means we make certain investments in absorbing information. And let me say this to you. We all have lifestyles sometimes where we're busy. Good. When you need to mindlessly scroll like you normally do, come to the community and get some information. But I want you to check every day, because for those who are on the paid tiers, as I just said, from now on, you will see posts on Patreon every single day. You will not miss a post. You will not see a day miss where something is posted. From now on, there'll be information on there every day. And I am developing the programming. And as I said to you before, we have a resident therapist, whether it's once or twice a month. I would like for him to come on and do some stuff in our community. I'm going to tap Andrew to do some stuff with our health. And if there are other subjects that you have an interest in, leave us information. Leave me an inbox. Speak in the community. That's another thing. Use the community chats. I want you to type 2 words in the comment section real quickly. Community chat. Type those 2 words in the comment section. Community chat. Just like you chat on Facebook, I want you to start chatting in our Patreon community. You can leave me questions there. You can talk to other members in the community. This is our spiritual community, and we're going to expand it and grow from there. Eventually, we will do some in-person stuff. I'm working toward that now. This team that I'm going to put together is going to help me brainstorm some things as well. But anything that benefits you as a spirit, anything that benefits your mind, will, and emotions, and anything that benefits your physical body, we are going to include it in our Patreon community. All right? So make sure this week you make your way over there. And if you haven't joined the paid tiers yet, use REV50 to get 50% off the first month. Okay? So this is the last Sunday that we will be on Facebook and on, of course, Wednesday, Facebook and YouTube. What I will do is still place a link on Facebook. There'll still be a link there. So before we stream, there will be a link there. And for people who find us who are not members, they're just going to have to join and become a member. And like I said, for the rest of the month, it's going to be free to free members as well, because we have free members in Patreon as well as paid members up through the rest of the month, giving people the time to adjust and change, so forth and so on. Last but not least, let me speak this blessing on everybody who might be challenged to pay $7.77 or $11.77 a month. I speak empowerment and I speak inner clarity to resolve any tension and any negative, debilitating beliefs you have about money and scarcity. And I override them with abundance and prosperity. And I thank you for the imaginal scene that you will create that sees you participating at the highest levels in our Patreon community, easily and effortlessly. It is so, and so it is. All right, let me check on you real quickly, and then I'm going to get into some teaching on today, family. But I need to know what's good with you real quickly. What you eating and sipping? What you eating and sipping? Real quickly, what you eating and sipping, and how you feeling in this moment? What are you eating and sipping, and how do you feel in this moment? What you eating and sipping, and how do you feel in this moment? Real quickly. And then I'm going to get into this teaching. I think I got all of the announcements out of the way. Let's see. Was there anything else I need to mention as far as Patreon is concerned? Just make sure you keep up and check every day as well. You'll get email alerts whenever I post, whenever we drop stuff. We're going to do live stuff from within there, have conversations. You'll see. We're going to grow it and develop it properly to expand you. What's good? What are you eating and sipping? What are you eating and sipping? How are you feeling? Let's see here. Watch out now. My Krista says pancakes and coffee, feeling good. Sounds like a good meal. Awesomeness. Let's see here. Look at here. Black and salmon and grits. Y'all be throwing down in the morning. Many times I don't even eat breakfast. I need to start eating the kind of breakfast y'all eat. Anybody else? What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Good old water. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Thank you so much. Anybody else? How you eating and sipping? What are you eating and sipping? Excuse me. How are you feeling? What are you eating and sipping? And how are you feeling? Thank y'all so much. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want to share? Anybody else? Oh, as Jim Carrey would say, righty then. Lemon water, feeling good. They got me hungry. I'm telling you, brother, y'all be throwing down in the morning. Some of y'all don't, y'all not eating breakfast food. Some of y'all start out the gate with lunch food or dinner food, some good old stuff, Hebrews 11:1, that's where we're going today. We're going to continue our discussion on faith. Hebrews 11:1. And our resident mystic will put up what installment this is in the series, what number this is in the series. I don't keep up with the numbers anymore. And when he puts it up, when he types it in the comment section, I'll put it up on the screen. Almighty, we thank you for your guidance and direction. Deep revelation, knowledge from our application leads to high-level manifestation. We thank you and bless you. By Yeshua's consciousness, his power, his name, his way, it is so. And so it is. That's it. Hillary throwing down, didn't she? Throwing down. I assume that blackened salmon is, I don't eat salmon, but it sounds like it's a certain kind of seasoning. All right. Here we go. Hebrews 11:1. My assistants are going to put it up on the screen in King James and NIV. Faith and feeling, the spiritual mechanics of creation. Faith and feeling, the spiritual mechanics of creation. This is what we've been discussing for the last several weeks. And believe it or not, I'm almost done with this series on Sundays. We've already shifted on Wednesday nights to being a conscious creator, how to be a conscious creator. And on Sundays, I don't know if I'm going to finish up today, but probably most definitely next week, I'll finish this discussion as it relates to faith and feeling, the spiritual mechanics of creation. Got some powerful things that I want to share with you today as I scroll back through some of the notes I have on hand. Let's see, the King James says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now faith is the assurance of what we hope for and the certainty of what we do not see. Let's see here. Okay, same thing from the NIV. All right. And she said, I got treated for breakfast this morning. Let's just throw that in. Now, let me say this. That's what I want to say. She made me think about something. Before I get into the presentation, I want to invite a couple of you all on with me. In the church, we used to have testimony service. Anybody remember or have testimony service in the tradition that you grew up in the church you grew up in? Testimony service. First, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. And I want to thank God for the pastor. I want to thank God for the mother's board. I'm so glad to be saved and sanctified, fire baptized. How many of y'all remember testimony service? I grew up on that. Well, what I want to do is I want to invite a couple of you all on. Hillary is one of them. She's supposed to be making a video. Many of you all are taking these teachings and you are applying them, okay, and seeing results or getting results. You're applying what I'm saying. I need other folks in this community to hear your testimonies. So who's willing to come on the platform with me, and it'll probably be on a Wednesday night, and share some of your testimonies of your journey, your walk, and how you're applying these spiritual principles and they are working for you. I know Hillary will come on. I want at least one or two other people, maybe two other people to make it, round it out to make it three. I'll set it up and you can come on and just share a little bit about your journey in our spiritual community in terms of how the information, how the teaching is impacting you. You're seeing synchronicities, you're manifesting this, that, and the other, whether it's, having greater understanding of self, clarity, your relationship with God improving, seeing money come in, whatever the case may be. All right. We've got Krista says she will. All right. That's my second one. Do I get a third one? Can I have a third person? A third person? Who else? Like a lecture, like an auctioneer, excuse me. Who else? I need one more person to jump on air with me. One more person to come on the air with me. And I want you to just share your testimonies. And y'all got many. Some of y'all got many. You got many. You've been inspired. You've been empowered. Your thinking has shifted. Your understanding has increased, even if it's about God and other things or religion. You're applying these principles and it's working for you. And we need to hear about it. What, Pamela? Pamela says, I will. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So what we're going to do is, you know what? Let's who's available this Wednesday out of those three? Who's available this Wednesday? Are all three of y'all available? What I will do is I will inbox you an invitation link. If you're available on Wednesday. We will be in our private community then. Okay. And again, it's going to be free and paid members will be able to see it for the rest of the month. Okay. For the rest of the month. All right. Who's going to be available Wednesday night of my three? So that's Hillary, Krista, and Pamela. Tell me if you're going to be available Wednesday night or not. Thank you, sir. Yes, yes, yes. An off ramp for people living in religion. Absolutely. I want to hear your testimonies. I need to know. It encourages me as well to see how you are applying these teachings or whatever prophecies or whatever information I disseminate, you using it and it's working for you. Okay, let's see who's available. We got one. Anybody else available? Because I want you all to come on at the same time. That'll be good. I have a panel of beautiful women who are going to be on with me. Anybody else? The other two, that's Hillary and Pamela. Let me know what your schedules are like on Wednesday night. Let me know real quickly what your schedules are like on Wednesday night. That's what the English, that's how they say it, schedules. What your schedules are like on Wednesday night. And we will send you that personal invitation. We're going to come on and chop it up for a few minutes. I just want to hear your testimonies. Okay. All right. You can just comment in the comment section later and let me know what your availability is. And if this Wednesday is not good for all three, we'll just reschedule another day because we're flexible like that. We had the thematic text that was put up for today. And I've done some teaching on faith. Let me just give you a reminder that faith is a causative force. I want you to type it in the comment section. Faith is a causative force. Faith is a causative force. Type that in the comment section. Faith is a causative force. In other words, faith causes things. It causes things. It's not a reactionary force. It's a causative force. It causes things. It's a catalyst. It's a catalyst for manifestation. I also reminded you that faith is the state of consciousness that assumes the reality of the unseen. My goodness. I want to circle back real quickly to Hebrews 11:1. I did a skimming of the surface in exegeting the text. I have done some deeper exegesis in the past, but there's some things that I just wanted to highlight and bring to your attention that's within that text itself. The word faith is the Greek word pistis. Now, what is interesting about this word in the Greek? What's interesting about this word in the Greek is this. What I'll explain in a minute. Hear me. Faith is something that spiritual beings do. It is something that spiritual beings exercise. It is something that spiritual beings, watch this, think and know. Think and know. So it is a spirit who I'm referring to us as spirit beings exercising, watch this, from the lexical definition, Thayer says, in terms of the application of pistis in Hebrews 11:1, numerous things it could mean. Well, I don't say numerous. There are specific things that it means in this text. And let me pause here for station identification to say this. And I have said this before, and I'm going to say it again. It is best when you're studying scripture to use a legitimate lexicon or lexical source or resource. Now, this is what I want to say that some of y'all don't know. I'm going to estimate that 90 to 95% of preachers in pulpits across America, and I don't know, most of the lay people who actually study scripture use Strong's concordance. Do you realize that most high-level scholars don't use Strong's anymore? When I say high-level scholars, I mean scholars who have no allegiance to Christianity, who are more interested in the data versus a shaped opinion. Number one, there are flaws in Strong's translations with many words. And again, in order to have a decent conversation about Strong's, you really would need to talk to somebody or listen to somebody who can actually read Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic, because unless you have a love for English and the love for linguistics and the parts of speech, it is incredibly technical. Now, these are the people I love to listen to, because if you want the data and not the dogma, then you're going to have to listen to people who are going to, not just with ancient understanding, but with present understanding and the revelation of what parts of speech are exercised and utilized, why certain things were selected, why certain things should not have been selected, the tense of the verb. There are so many, it's conjugate. There's all kinds of stuff, family, that's a part of a language. And then translating a language that the average preacher who stands behind your pulpit doesn't know. What I just said to you, family, what I just said to you, the average preacher doesn't even know that the high-level scholars in this world believe that Strong's concordance is unreliable for today. It was good then. It was based on what that scholar knew about the language, but more and more information has unraveled since then to show them that there are certain passages and certain words that have been misinterpreted, number one. Number two, the Bible itself is a series of redactions and editing. What we are seeing today is a form that has been redacted and edited thousands of times. So I said all that to say, you can't just pull up Strong's and look up a word like a lot of people do. And this is the complaints of scholars. People are using Strong's, which is an outdated source already, but they are just guessing because they see 5 or 6 different definitions. And they say, well, I just say it means that, or they'll say the Spirit says, or it will align, watch this, with their bias, and they'll pick it out, say this is what it means. No, every word in the language is situationally specific. So just because you see it means one thing in one verse doesn't mean it's going to mean the same thing in the next chapter or in another book. And this is why, unless you can really read the language, you don't know that it changed. You don't know that, verb, adjectives, and all these other things, they're only used in certain ways to emphasize certain meanings. Most people don't even know what a feminine noun is. They don't know what a masculine noun is. They don't even know what that means. Am I making any sense to anybody? I wish I had more likes and hearts. So use a lexicon. I'm not saying you can't use Strong's. Just go deeper and find you a good lexicon. In this particular text, faith, the Greek word pistis, and the resource that I'm studying is using the Textus Recepticus version of scripture. It means, number one, a conviction of anything, a belief, a conviction or belief respecting man's relationship to God and divine things, generally with the included idea of trust and holy fervor born of faith and conjoined with it. Now, we can break down how that faith is to relate to God, provides us the conviction of the existence of God. How that faith relates to Christ provides us with the conviction of a belief in Christ and the Christ mind. How that faith even relates to us. What I want to just highlight briefly in this text that I haven't done recently is that the word faith here is a noun. This is what is fascinating to me. I do believe that faith is a mental and a spiritual exercise. It is an exercise of spirits from the mental dimension, in the mental dimension, in the mental realm. We think faith. Faith is a cluster of things we believe, aka we know. When we talk about it being a causative force, when we talk about it being a state of consciousness, when we talk about faith having the acceptance of a new reality, when we talk about faith living from the desired end, not towards it, we're talking about faith being quantified in thoughts. When you decide to believe something, family, you do it within the realm of your thoughts, within the psychological framework of your thinking. This is where your faith lives. And this is why I've said for years, if you don't have a healthy psychology, you're not going to have a healthy theology. And you can't have a healthy theology without some kind of healthy psychology. There must be, in the realm of your thinking, a vault that contains your beliefs. So you are thinking faith. You are speaking faith. Now, what's fascinating to me is that in the modern day language, and this is in this text, the word faith is what's called a feminine noun, like a passive noun, but it is a noun. In modern day language, we define a noun as a person, a place, or a thing. A person, a place, or a thing. Let me give you an edited version of the definition of faith. Again, Greek word pistis, it means faith, belief, trust, confidence, fidelity. Again, feminine. The part of speech is feminine. It means persuasion. Hear me. Moral conviction of religious truth or the truthfulness of God or a religious teacher. Faith and a reliance upon Christ for salvation. Faith in the constancy in a certain profession. It's, again, a credence, moral conviction of religious truth or the truthfulness of God, even the truthfulness of a religious preacher. I'm giving you the breakdown of the word itself. But check this out. Again, this is a noun. This is considered to be a noun. And you're saying within yourself, how can this be a noun? How can this be a noun? Why wouldn't it be another form of speech? Why would it be a noun? Which is a question I want to ask a scholar when I meet them. I have a metaphysical interpretation, but I want to understand why now. What it's revealed to me, faith, again, when we go to the analogy of quantum physics, it's like the wave that exists in superposition. Again, that when we give it an intention, collapses into a particle, and the particle is representative of physicality, of the physical world. The intention we place on the wave that exists in superposition is, which means it's nothing. It could be anything we decide it to be. Once we place our focus on it, it collapses into the thing that we desire for it to be, or that we intended for it to be. And that's what faith is. Imagine faith itself like the wave, existing in a pure state of power, a pure state of potentiality, a full state of being whatever it is you intend for it to be. This is, to me, the powerful metaphysical perspective on this text. Now, a linguist is going to probably give me a different angle, and I respect that. But what I want you to see in this situation is that I believe that faith is a noun in this text. Okay. We gave you the conviction. The conviction of what? The conviction of whatever it is you believe. The conviction of whatever it is you intend. What do you mean assurance? It's the assurance. Watch this. For example, if you desire to upgrade your living arrangements, hear what I'm saying today. Faith is the assurance, watch this, that the object, which would be a house or an apartment that you see in your imagination, hear what I'm saying today. So that faith is a house. Did you catch that? Conviction about the house. That faith can be a car, conviction about the car. That faith can be improvement in your health, conviction about being healed supernaturally. Am I making any sense to anybody? So I can understand from a metaphysical and spiritual standpoint how it's not any other form of speech, because the object of the faith is usually a thing, a person, a place, or a situation that is measurable and quantifiable in the physical three-dimensional world. My God, I wish I had more likes and hearts on Facebook. Am I making sense to anybody thus far? Watch this. The text goes on to say, and I'm going to move on. The text goes on to say, now faith is the substance, the word substance, hypostasis or hypostasis. It really means assurance. Watch this. Of things hoped for. Things. I want you to type two words in the comment section. Faith and things. Type that in the comment section. Faith and things. Type that in the comment section. Faith and things. Here we go again with more evidence or evidentiary information in the text that's telling us that faith is literally a thing. It is a measurable, quantifiable thing. Thing, whether it's an event, thing, whether it's something of physical substance or physical essence. Watch this. That's in you as a spirit being, in your heart, in your mind. Now, this is what's amazing about the word things. Let me see who's typed it in the comment section. Thank you so much. The word thing, this is what gets me. It's transliterated from pragma, or from the word pragma. Now, it means a deed, which is something you do. A thing is something you do. A thing is an affair, which would mean an event or a situation. And last but not least, a thing is an object or material. Now, if you heard me pronounce pragma, you'll catch that it's related to the word pragmatic or pragmatism, which I find to be amazing. So again, faith is the substance of things, so for the evidence of things not seen. Watch this. So faith is the evidence of a thing that you cannot see. Faith is the evidence of a deed you cannot see. Faith is the evidence of an event you cannot see. Faith is the evidence of an object that is unseen. Unseen by who? Physical eyes. Unseen by who? The physical brain. Unseen by who? The physical senses. Unseen by who? Empirical, analytical, substantial, solid, physical, quantifiable data. Catch what I'm saying today. I want to insert this in this moment. Do not be discouraged when you are exercising faith, family, and you keep saying, I can't see it. Catch this, family. Faith is insight to the invisible. Faith is supposed to see the invisible thing. Not only does faith, which is a noun, again, which is inclusive, family, of all possibilities. Literally, faith is inclusive of all possibilities. Let me say this. Faith can be whatever you want it to be. I'm going to say it again. They're not going to tell you this in church. But faith, in a positive or negative sense, can do whatever it is you want it to do. It is the evidence, or contains the evidence, of what's invisible. Family, it is no longer faith. You're no longer having faith in something that's visible. I'm going to say it again. You are no longer having faith in something that's visible. Now, let me explain it. Even when you have faith in a person, you are having faith in a person that you see in a solid form, but you're not just having faith in a solid form, you're having faith in a belief in their actions, whether it's integrity, whether it's love, whether it's loyalty, whether it's support. Watch what I'm saying today. And so that faith is still in something that's invisible until that person actually carries out or exhibits or demonstrate the traits you believe they have. Once you see it, you no longer have to have faith in that being executed or in that being solidified, because you see it. But you can continue to have faith that that behavior will continue to perpetuate. So watch this. It's still something that's unseen until it's seen. But once it is seen, family, it is here. It is present. There is no longer a reason to have faith for a car that is sitting in your driveway. There's no longer a reason to have faith, watch this, for an eradication of a cancer diagnosis when they tell you that it's gone completely. Hear me. So what I want to say to you is that you're sitting back in life or living life, and you're believing things that cannot be seen yet. And you get discouraged, family, because it cannot be seen yet. Hear me. It can only be seen by faith. It is not supposed to be seen by the three-dimensional, while faith is doing its work, while faith is doing its job. Catch what I'm saying today. Our discouragement, of course, is I'm having faith for this thing and I don't see it in the three-dimensional. Hear what I'm saying again. Because you don't see it in the three-dimensional does not mean it isn't real. It is the evidence of the unseen. Hear me. So as long as I'm having faith for something, it is not seen in the visible yet. Hey, my. I hope somebody's hearing what I'm saying today. Am I making any sense to anybody? Am I making any sense to anybody? When is the bill going to get paid? The bill is already paid. The bill should be paid the moment you actually have a conviction that it's paid. Let me get into my diagram here real quickly. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me take that off the screen here so you can see better. Where you at? Here we go. Let me do that again. Here we go. Faith. Here's the flow of faith. So we've established faith is a noun. Faith is infinite possibilities and infinite potential. It lives in the imagination. It lives in our thinking. Let me know if you can see that well, family. Let me know if you can see that well. I want to make sure you can see that well. Wow. Faith is thinking, lives in the thinking and imagination. Faith is feeling, and faith is also inspired action. Thinking, imagination. Now, it can flow from thinking, imagination to feeling to inspired action. But let's go down each row. Faith lives in your thinking. Faith lives in your imagination. It moves into imaginal scenes where you can literally see. I want to say this again. Do not allow people around you to make you think that dreams are not real, that dreams have no ability to become solidified. Hear what I'm saying today. It's a lie. Now, you don't want to just remain in a dream state, an imaginal state. All right. You're going to move from that, watch this, to a persistent assumption You're seeing, watch this, the love of your life in a dream. You're happy, you out on dates, you're married, you've exchanged rings, you're making family, you're a power couple, you're making passionate love, you're traveling the world together. I'm just giving you that as an example for those who want love. You're imagining that. Then you persist in that assumption, meaning you have become that man who is a husband or that woman who is a wife, that person who is a companion, that person who is a partner. That's how you wake up every day. You start moving through the world like I'm married. You start moving through the world like I'm hooked up to the best thing that ever happened to me. Come on, follow me here. That causes you to have loyalty or to be loyal to the unseen. I taught you, the great mystic Neville Goddard said, faith is loyalty or has loyalty to the unseen. So in your thinking, in your imagination, you are loyal to the unseen. The unseen is just as real to you as the sun that's shining in your face. It's just as real to you as the clothes you put on your body. It is just as real to you as the eyes that are on in your head, the nose that's on your face, the lips that's on. It is just as you are loyal to it. Hear me. Well, that imagined scene can move to conviction, that persistent assumption can move to knowing, that loyal to the unseen can move to the biology of belief. Let me go to feeling. You should eventually feel it. You should get your body involved with it. Because once I start feeling something, family, I'm going to have a conviction about it. That conviction tells me I know. I have had people come to me and tell me different things about different people, and my conviction knew them so well that I said, I don't believe it. I'm not going to accept that report. I'm going to talk to so-and-so myself because that don't sound like so-and-so to me. And some of y'all have experienced like I have in life where you didn't know how it was going to get done. You didn't know where it was going to come from, but you had such a deep conviction, watch this, that led to a knowing that you felt it within the deepest recesses of your shanana, that you knew it was done. There wasn't any trying to believe it. There wasn't any guessing. There wasn't any, well, sometime I believe it, sometime I don't know. You knew it was paid. You knew the situation was worked out for you good. You knew that the doctor's report was going to change. That moved into the biology of belief. And remember, I've talked to you about a little bit about the biology of belief. Modern neuroscience supports this understanding. Emotions generate stronger neural patterns, neural imprints than thoughts alone. According to Davidson and Begley, The Emotional Life of the Brain, 2012. I shared with you, a thought without feeling is like a seed without water. A thought soaked in feeling grows into imagination. Feeling is the invisible sculptor of form. Oh, my Lord. Type that in the comment section. Feeling is the invisible sculptor of form. Type that in the comment section. Feeling is the invisible sculptor of form. Family, I'm not just talking about emotions. I'm talking about you actually being in the scene. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to say it again. You actually being in the scene. You know you're on the date. Catch what I'm saying. Let me go back to romance again. You know you're on the date. You know you're in the right scene. You know that your body believes it. When your blood starts pumping faster, when your heart starts beating faster, come on now, when you start feeling certain tinglings and certain things in your body, I need you to catch what I'm saying. That is your body saying, yes, I believe it. Yes, I believe it. Yes, I know it. You want to take a trip to France? Do like countless people whom I've read their testimonies. See yourself at the Eiffel Tower. Feel the wind blowing on your face. I need y'all to catch what I'm saying today. See yourself having a conversation with a friend about how you enjoy your wonderful, illustrious time in France. Your body will believe it. Your body will respond with joy. with jubilance, with happiness. Come on here, somebody. You really did kiss that person before you kissed them. You really did make love to that person before you made, because your body proved that what your mind was creating was real. And just because that thing, that person is not in front of you instantaneously in a solid form doesn't mean it's not real. No, your body says it's real. And your subconscious, your spiritual being will cause it to come into being. So we move into feeling. It's all right to be in these things and see and touch and taste. Come on now. It's all right to allow yourself to go wild in allowing your body to become involved in what faith is creating as your imagination. Now, the next thing is going to be, and you can see conviction can lead to speaking. You can see that knowing can lead to speaking. It can lead to intuitive action. It can lead to a follow through. And of course, you can see that the biology of belief can lead directly to a follow through. But I want to go to the next category, which is inspired action. Hear me, inspired action. And this is what some folk miss. This is what some people miss. You don't create it in your imagination and not participate with some other form of action. Catch what I'm saying today. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some times, family, where you and I will see it and the doorbell will ring and it will be there. When that happens, that happens. There are some times, family, where you and I will imagine it. We will know it. Our whole body is involved, and 2 or 3 weeks go by and a cash app will come through. That happens. So you're open to all possibilities. But then there are going to be other times you need to speak what you believe. Come on, type this in the comment section. I need to talk what I know. Type that in the comment section. I need to talk what I know. Now, I'm not telling you to talk that talk to everybody, but the first person you need to talk what you know, aka your faith, is to yourself on a daily basis. Talk what you know. Talk what you know. What you know is your faith. Your faith says I'm prosperous. Your faith says I'm healed of heartache and heartbreak, and somebody is manifested in my life that's going to make me forget all of those painful, difficult, dark days. Come on here. My faith says I'm not on the struggle bus no more. My faith says that I am abundant. Are you hearing me? My faith says that I am loved by my children and by people close to me. I need you to hear me. You need to start talking more what you know. The problem sometimes is that you know too much about complaining. You know too much about struggling. You know too much about losing. You know too much about giving up. I need you to hear what I'm saying. And you talk that too much. Hear what I'm saying today. There's nothing wrong with talking that to a counselor or talking that to somebody close to you who will help you navigate it. But when you finish talking that talk to them, you don't need to talk that talk to your coworkers. You don't need to talk that talk to the world. You don't need to talk that talk to the universe. You need to talk the talk that is the desire of your heart. Hear what I'm saying today. And if you don't have health insurance, you need to talk the talk that I'm thankful and grateful, that I'm fully covered, I'm healthy, and I have great health insurance and the ability to go to the doctor every time I desire. You don't need to imagine and talk the talk. I would go to the doctor. I just don't have enough money. Or I'm so sick and I'm probably going to die because I can't afford health insurance. This stuff is just so high. No, you don't need to talk that talk. If you talk that talk, you'll walk that walk, which means you're going to manifest the talk. That's why you're walking the walk. But inspired action causes you to speak what you know in and with and by your faith. Inspired action is also intuitive action. I want you to type that in the comment section, intuitive action. Type intuitive action in the comment section. Intuitive action. Type that in the comment section. Let me tell you why I put intuitive action on here. Again, when the scene is completed, when the faith transaction is already made, when the bridge of incidents, as Neville Goddard says, is formed, when the synchronicity starts showing up, when the body starts saying, this is it, I feel this down to every cell and every atom in my body. Within the intuitive voice is the voice of God, or the voice of higher self, the voice of your spirit self within you is going to start guiding you. That, watch this, and God's conscious created universe is going to start putting stuff in your life, sending information your way, causing you to connect with the right people, family. Hear me. That's going to confirm your faith. Hear me. And it's going to require you to do something. Did you hear what I said? I was sharing this testimony recently with somebody else with a previous vehicle that I own, how I waited in faith until I was guided by God to go get the car, got in the place, and the people said, well, you didn't have enough income to get the car. It still gave me the vehicle anyway. But I was intuitively led, watch this, to talk to the right people who have been to that car dealer. Hear me, what I'm saying today. That meant that although the evidence of the unseen was completed in me, I had to pick up the phone and call the car dealer. Come on now. When we set the appointment, I had to go out to the car dealer with my faith, catch what I'm saying, with my vehicle already inside me, sit across from them, knowing more than what they know, because I already own the vehicle of my choice. The vehicle of my choice lived in me. The vehicle of my choice was a part of me. The vehicle of my choice was me. They thought I needed approval from them. No, they just needed to know what was already approved. Catch what I'm saying today. And the man, instead of reversing the decision, decided he would stay with the decision and sit me off with the vehicle. Catch this. But intuitively, you will be guided. And let it just take over you. Let it just take control. You'll get up and a thought will come to your mind. Call so-and-so. Or you'll get up and a thought will come to your mind. Do a Google search. Or you will get up and the phone might ring. And you might begin to start going down a pathway in a conversation you didn't even intend to go in. And then by the time they end of the conversation, it was the right person who either had the answer or the right resource to connect you with. Come on now, to manifest in the physical what faith already had evidentiary with inside of you. And the last one is follow through. You got to follow through, family. After you get approved for the car, guess what? You got to drive the car off the lot. After they tell you, fill out this application for this home, you can't be worried about your credit report. You've already seen yourself in the home. We don't care what they say about the credit report. Catch what I'm saying today. Catch what I'm saying today. I know people, family, who didn't even have enough money in their checking accounts to buy a house. And a friend put them on their checking account that had 6 figures in it just so they could show proof, watch this, to the lender that they got this kind of money in their checking account. I need you to hear what I'm saying. There's all kinds of ways that faith will work to manifest the end for you. That faith will manifest to prove and show to everybody that it is done. And here are some steps I'm going to leave with you today. Can y'all see that clearly? Can y'all see that clearly? Let me know if you can see that clearly on the screen. Faith and feeling activation ritual. Here we go. Here we go. I'm almost out of time, so I need to switch. Before getting out of bed, family, imagine one fulfilled desire. Now, some of us know we can manifest multiple things. But until you get comfortable with manifesting multiple things, start with one thing, family. One thing. I want you to type this word. We've typed it before. I want you to type it again in the comment section. Consistency. Type that in the comment section. Consistency. Hallelujah. Come on. Type that in the comment section. Consistently. Consistency. This is where many people struggle. Well, I don't see the change. Listen, you've got to be consistent. Can I say something to you? Initially, when we start either affirmations or our meditations or using imaginal scenes, that version of you, family, that's saying those things is not the version of you that you're speaking. I'm just going to be real about this, but guess what happens? You become that version of you in those imaginal scenes and in those things you speak, the more consistently you practice it. See, because again, here is the key that I shared with you. The key is to be the identity. Affirmations are really not to just manifest it, nothing more than it being you. You are the embodiment of that spiritual being. You are the embodiment of that person. Watch this, who is affirming healing and wholeness in your heart. You become the healed and the whole. And then you take on the identity, I am the healed and the whole, because through repetition, you catch that in the deeper part of your being. I am the healed and the whole. I am the healed and the whole. And before you know it, it's a reflexive thought. Once it becomes a reflexive thought, it becomes so automatic that you start feeling I am the healed and the whole. You start walking around as the healed and the whole. And guess what's going to happen next? Your biology is saying we are the healed and the whole. And you're going to go back to the doctor, and they're not going to find what they were looking for, because you are now a version of you that's not sick, that's not depleted, but is the healed and the whole. Oh God, I feel like running here. Before getting out of bed, imagine one fulfilled desire. One fulfilled desire. I don't care if it's a bag of chips. I don't care what. One fulfilled desire. Feel the emotion, or feel the emotional reality of it with all your heart. In other words, family, come on now. You want to manifest $10,000. How are you going to react when that $10,000 shows up in your checking account? How are you going to react when the check shows? You're going to be happy. Yes, thank God. Some of y'all can say thank you, Jesus, yes, you, whatever you know. Oh, that's how you're feeling. Even if, and this don't take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You can do this in 2 to 3 minutes. You can do this in 30 to 60 seconds. Before you get out of bed, while your brain is in the theta state, while your subconscious is more suggestible or more open to suggestions. Midday emotional check-in, pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? That's a good question, because you might have popped out of that state of being the healed and whole. By the time you got to midday, you could have had some encounters with people that work, and you allowed them to get you out that frequency, out of that mind frame, out of that frame of mind. Hear what I'm saying? You could have allowed them to jar you, and so you got to have my feel. And if you're feeling like you're not in that frequency, if you're feeling like you're not in that state of consciousness, then you need to recall yourself back to it. So if the feeling is off track, gently shift by recalling your imaginal scene. Simply go back to the imaginal scene and recreate yourself being there. Put yourself back in that state, Pamela Moore. And then last but not least, there's the evening gratitude preview. Before sleep, give thanks for the fulfilled reality. Not asking, but thanking as if it is already done. Let me say something to you. The more you ask for something in prayer, the more you're telling your subconscious mind, the more you're telling your conscious mind, the more you're telling this conscious universe, and the more you're telling God, the divine, the creator, source, and sustainer, that I don't have it yet. The more you ask, the more you beg. This is what gets me about people who beg and pray. Please, I need this. You keep saying I don't have it. That's not the way to get it. To say I don't have it, it's not the way to get it. Before you go to sleep, family, before you go to sleep at night, I want you, as you are closing your eyes, as you are closing your eyes, Give thanks. Give thanks. It's done. The coworker who treated you like trash now treats you like treasure. Thank God this coworker treats me like I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Where you felt disfavored, you are thanking God before you go to bed. Woo! I'm so grateful for all this favor, this great giant conspiracy by everyone and everything to just love me and show me love before you go to sleep. Don't ask, give thanks for it. Thank like it's already done. Praise like it's already completed. Praise like you're living in the house. Praise like you've already been relocated. Praise like you've already got the raise. Praise like your children have grown and improved, which was the object of your desire. Praise the end. Praise from the end. Use a praise that is rooted and grounded in faith. I feel that right now shifting in somebody while I'm talking. It's shifting in somebody while I'm talking. This is living from the end. This is how you believe with boldness. This is how you feel with devotion. Creation is not outside you, family. It's happening through you. And the faith we live, we had to live it deeply from within. And daily, it is a powerful brush that's creating our reality. Wow, 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 wow. Almighty, even now I speak empowerment and blessings within everybody who's watching me right now. They are never, ever the same because they are better. They're realizing greater. And I thank you for the proper application of revelation, the proper application of these principles. They're moving from trying to believe, trying to know, to embodying the state of faith and consciousness that they living as the identity of the healed, the healthy, the wealthy, and the whole. Wow, it is so. And so it is. Talk to me, family. Talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling in this moment. It's time, offering time, donation time. Get something in your hand, as they used to say, and give as you're blessed to give. $ AG Green, $ AG Green Enterprises. How you feeling about the message that went forth today? Talk to me. While you're preparing to give, remember, you can give 24/7, 365 days of the year when you're led and guided and are ready. But for those who want to give now, let's do it. Let's sow. Let's give. Let's plant. Talk to me real quickly. How you feeling? How did this message impact you today? Ooh, goodness. Got a little bit off the track, but nevertheless. How you feeling? How you feeling? Feeling uplifted. Great message. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? How you feeling right now? How you feeling right now? Thank you for the likes and hearts of Facebook. Anybody else? How are you feeling right now? Mm, mm, mm. Feel something. I feel something right I'm in agreement with your requests. I'm in agreement with your desires. I'm in agreement with your visions and dreams. Mm, mm. I sense them right now while I'm talking. In the glory, glory, glory. Thankful, grateful for every heart that's represented. Anybody else? Anybody else before we release you today? How you feeling in this moment? Tell me how you're feeling. Do you have a greater understanding? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel inspired? Talk to us. Tell us how you feel right now. I'm always grateful for your feedback. Always so thankful and grateful for your feedback. Giving opportunities of listening in the scrolling ticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to, of course, be adding more and more teaching aids in the future. I want to make it as clear as possible. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right. $sign AG Green. Don't use $sign AG Green now. It's no longer available. And Zelle is the email address you see at the bottom of the screen. I'm getting ready to release you now with the Shalom blessing. And again, I'm so thankful and grateful for everybody who is watching the broadcast. I thank you for your support. Where we're going to be on Wednesday night? Where we're going to be on Wednesday night? Where we're going to be on Wednesday night? Somebody talk to me. Where will we be on Wednesday night? Before we get off here. From now on, where will we be streaming live from? I want to make sure we get the answer. Thank you. Thank you. Patreon. Last announcement, if you just jumped on, all our programming from this day forward, most of it is going to be in our Patreon community. If you're not on a paid tier yet, I want to encourage you to do that. Use the code REV50 to get 50% off the first month on Patreon, right? We're going to be embedded in our new, well, it's not a new home, but we're making full use of our new home on Patreon. And you can visit that website, patreon.com/AGGreen now. You put that up on the screen, or you can just go to the iOS store, the Android app store, download Patreon and do a search for AG Green now. And at the top of the screen, family, you will see Revolution Inc., which is the name of our spiritual community. And don't forget to spend some time on theaggreen.com. Last but not least, who's been listening to the podcast? I'm putting out all kinds of good, juicy information weekly. Who's been listening to the podcast lately or who watched it? I just started, I think, a new series last week. If you don't know how to access the podcast, you can access it through our Patreon community or visit theaggreen.com. All right, we'll put the giving opportunities up, and that's how we're going to roll up out of here on today. Love you, love you, love you. You're near and dear to me. Thank you for your support. Let's get ready within our community to evolve, transform, and ascend. And I will see many of you all this week. What's happening Monday, beginning Monday in our Patreon community? Tell me real quickly. I got to make sure you're listening. What starts on Monday in our Patreon community? What starts on Monday in our Patreon community? The one thing that I said is going to start. Let's see who's listening. What's starting on Monday in the Patreon community? Anybody else? Anybody want to tell me what starts? Real quickly. Real quickly. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. Thank you for the likes and hearts on Facebook. What starts on Monday? Y'all forgot that quick. Daily post to guide you, teach you, inspire you, and encourage you as it relates to deconstructing religion starts on Monday for the paid tiers. Every day you'll see something posted on your behalf. Make sure you check in on Monday, and we'll have our first meditation up for the community this week as well. Chime in and join in whenever you can. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing, nothing broken. It is so. So.